Hey guys, it's Brandy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how to start a hair business with $0. I know I touched on me not having like any Instagram followers when I started, but I didn't tell you guys exactly how to start a business with $0 and how to grow with you being essentially broke as fuck. So if you are interested in starting your own hair business and you don't know where to start and you don't know how to start because you don't have any money, keep on watching this video. And as always, please go ahead and hit that notification bell below so you can get an alert every single time I post a video. And if you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're waiting on, because why do you keep searching my name when you can just get notifications every single time I post? So go ahead and hit that subscription button below also and stay up to date every single time I post. As always, thank you guys so much for supporting me so far. I've enjoyed all of this so far. I know I'm still growing, but I thank each and every one of you for supporting me in my little journey. So if you are interested, like I said, keep on watching. So I know I started my business in, I want to say, August of 2018. Either it was early August or late July. So going back to this time, I remember distinctly that my car had just gotten totaled. Um, my car was parked and it was hit by a drunk driver and it was a total loss. So at this point, I didn't have a car. Um, July, that means school was out. In May, but that means I had gotten my last refund check in January, which means at this point I was broke as shit. I wasn't working because during your fourth year of pharmacy school, it's like really hard to work. And plus, I didn't like working. I've worked for CVS before as a pharmacy intern, and I lasted 8 months. It just wasn't for me, and I never really got back into working. And I had just been using like refund checks from school to support myself. But fourth year is so expensive that that refund check was long gone. So I think at this point, if my account wasn't in the negatives, it was damn near in the negatives. Like, I think I was probably barely getting by. Like, I remember at this time, I think I was driving DoorDash on the side, actually. Yeah, I was driving DoorDash because I discovered DoorDash in June when I was staying in Indianapolis for a pharmacy school rotation. But that's kind of off topic. So basically, at this point, to get by, I wasn't formally working. I was driving DoorDash to make extra money. But at this point, I've totaled my car. So now I have no way to make extra money. So I'm broke. My account is pretty much on zero. And I'm like, okay, how can I make money without having a car? So that's when I thought about, okay, people are always asking me about my hair. How about I go ahead and start a hair business? So I am not a popular person. I've never been a popular person. Even like in my hometown, I haven't been popular. In high school, I wasn't popular. Like, I just don't like people enough to be popular. So when I kind of like started, like, what nobody checking for me, you know? So I had to like put myself out there. So in like all the group chats that I was in, I don't know if you guys are familiar with GroupMe, but we use GroupMe a lot here in DC. Like, Howard introduced me to it. So basically, like, the Howard group chats, it's this it's not a dorm, it's almost like a off-campus apartment, but it's not official. So I would post in like that group chat saying like, hey, I make wigs, da 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 da. Like, mind you, at this point, y'all, I didn't even have a wig stand or nothing up here. Like, I didn't have shit. So I'm like posting like, oh yeah, I make wigs. I think I was charging like $50 or $60 to make a wig. I don't remember how much I was charging, either 50 or 60. Oh, I make wigs, da 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 da. Like, if you supply your own hair, blah blah blah. Because at this point, I can't supply hair because I ain't got no money to buy no hair. So I'm like, oh, it's $50, $60 for me to make a wig for you. So I remember I got my first order, and I will always remember the girl who did the first order with me. Like, I'm not gonna say her name, but you know who you are. I will always remember her. Somewhere in my heart, I will always have love for her. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she knows this, but if you're watching this, I like really do love you because you were my first order, And that's what made me realize that I could do this. So yeah, I remember having to go to the beauty supply store, and like I said, I didn't have money. Like, I didn't even have money to buy the official like wig kit from Amazon, like the one that's the actual measurements. So I remember I went to the beauty supply store and I made it on a styrofoam wig kit, and I kept having to like take it off, try it on, take it off, try it on, because you know that wig kit is way smaller than your head. And that's how I made my first wig. Literally, I don't even remember if I put it in any form of like packaging. Like, I can't even remember how I gave her the wig or whatever. So I keep doing this, and I'm doing this for, you know, like a month, 2 months, and you know, I'm getting a few orders here and there, da 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 da. So now it's 2 months later, so now we're in October. I finally get my refund check from Howard. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let me put a little bit of money to the side, and I'm gonna start selling hair also. But again, I'm not like balling because I'm still not working, and I have to pay for other stuff for school. Like, I had to go out of state for a rotation. I had a conference that I had to go to all the way in California. Like, I'm still not balling. Like, so the way that I did it was, let's say that somebody wanted to order a 24-inch wig, right? So the way I would do it was, they would pay me first, or I would make them pay me half first, and the half that they paid would be able to cover their hair. So I wasn't using my own money. I was using their money to buy hair. And I did this all the way up until December. Actually, I think December 31st. Yeah, December 31st. So that's how I was doing my orders. If they wanted a wig made, they would pay me up front. I would use their money, buy the hair, make the wig, get the other half, and I was saving that money. So it wasn't until December 31st that I was able to place my first wholesale order. And if you're not familiar with wholesale orders, typically with most companies, that's like 10 bundles or 10 pieces in total. And like, people don't tell you, like, well, I mean, you know it, but like, wholesale orders are way cheaper. But like, most people aren't gonna have $600, $700, $800 laying around to get to wholesale orders. So like, that whole beginning process, I was paying retail value for my bundles because I couldn't buy 10 pieces at once. So you have to imagine, like, I'm not making that much money. Like, I'm making money, but I'm not making money because I'm paying the same price that you pay. The only thing I'm doing is I'm like adding the service fee of making the wig. So probably every wig that I was making, I was probably only making like $80, like literally. And if I would run a sale, I was making like $50. So I was like barely getting by. It was enough to like pay like my bills and stuff like that, but it's not like I was balling out of control. So yeah. So like I said, in December, late December, December 31st is when I purchased my first wholesale order. And the only reason I was able to purchase my first wholesale order was because I remember I was running a $50 off sale, and mad people, not mad people, it was like 4 girls, let me stop exaggerating. 4 girls had placed the order like within like 3-4 days because it's $50 off. Like, who not gonna place an order? They had placed their orders within like 3-4 days, and I had all their money at once, and I was like, okay, instead of me paying retail value, let me do this wholesale order so I can make more money off of it. Like, I'm already doing a $50 sale, so let me pay a cheaper price for the bundles and do it that way. Cool. Mind you, this time I've had a wig store. Like, I made my own website and everything, but nobody's really using it. I don't really have no followers on Instagram, no nothing. Like, nothing at this juncture. Like, no exposure. Everything that I'm getting is either, any customer I'm getting is either word of mouth, somebody I know, or through my advertisements in these GroupMes. So, okay. I place that wholesale order. I do those orders, and I'm like, you know what, Brandy? Like, okay, you're about to get your second refund check from Howard. So you get a refund check in the spring semester, the fall semester and the spring semester. So that January, I knew I was gonna get another refund check. So that January, I was like, okay, you need to start like promoting hard. Like, you need to be on Instagram serious. You need to be on YouTube serious. Like, you need to get your name out there, because the way that you're going, like, sis, you're not really getting nowhere fast. Like, you're doing orders, but you're not really getting money. Like, it's not an established business. So I remember I came back to DC from Christmas break on January 4th. January 4th. And mind you, I still hadn't gotten my refund check. Like, I didn't get my refund check for the fall semester until, not the fall, the spring semester, until February 13th. So literally, y'all, I'm speaking to you right now a few days ago. But I did still have some money left over from my last refund check. But okay, so let's say around this time, I'm gonna say I had like $1,000 in my bank account. So I started with zero in August. Around between me getting refund checks from Howard and me doing a little bit of business, I ended in late December, early January with about $1,000 in my account. So I'm doing okay, but I have rent coming up in February, mind y'all. So this is so funny because it's like really irresponsible when I think about it, what I did. So I'm advertising, I'm paying for promotions on Instagram. I'm paying like $6 for a week because I did the whole dollar a day thing. What else was I doing at this time? I'm posting YouTube videos. Actually, no, I wasn't even posting YouTube videos initially because at the time I've made every excuse as to why I couldn't post a YouTube video. I was like, I don't have a camera, I don't have a ring light, like I don't have a tripod, I don't have nothing. So I guess my boyfriend pretty much got tired of me like complaining, like, and he bought me a ring light, and I'm so grateful for him. But I still didn't have a camera. So at this point, and even today, I'm using my iPhone to record. But the ring light just kind of like, I feel like the ring light for me just boosted business so much. Like, with the ring light, I just felt more comfortable taking pictures, and I was rolling pictures out left and right. I was posting YouTube videos. I was posting Instagram stories. Like, I just started to look so much more professional. And on top of that, by me having my Instagram for a few months, I was able to use the analytics, which I think is pretty cool when you're starting out, to convert your page to a business profile, because it'll show you who your audience is. It'll show you where they are. It'll show you what days they're most active and what times they're most active. So I was using that to like time my posts and grow my following. So I'm getting orders. And I'll never forget, it was January 31st and I had a decision to make. So I had rent due on February 1st. And I was like, okay, so I could pay my rent or I could do this wholesale order. And in my head, I was going to have my refund check by then. So I chose to do the wholesale order. It's so messed up when I think about it. So I'm thinking Howard is going to do everything right, and I'm going to have my refund check. And you know what? It doesn't even matter that I'm basically about to spend my last $1,000 on hair. So I just went ahead and did the wholesale order, right? Y'all, I still didn't have my refund check. So now I'm like back to zero, essentially. Like, I have zero in my account, but I got all this hair. Right? But let me tell you, there's a guide. When I tell y'all, January 31st, I did my first wholesale order. Within a week, all of that hair was gone. And I did 17 pieces. My first wholesale order was in December, was 10 pieces on the dot. My second wholesale order was 17 pieces. And all of those were sold within a week, and I was able to pay my rent it was late. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was late, but I was able to pay my rent. And that, I feel like that was all through my consistency in posting on Instagram, like truly using those analytics to help me, and um, posting YouTube videos. I got so much more exposure. In addition, I did a hair giveaway that I announced on Instagram and my YouTube channel. So that's something that's really important for you to do when you're starting a hair business, is to do anything to get exposure. I don't care if you have to have your mama hand out flyers, your best friend hand out flyers, your boyfriend hand out flyers. Like, you need to have some form of exposure. So if you can afford it, I always say do a hair giveaway. Like, I never knew that the hair giveaway would be so successful. My goal was to gain like 50 followers because I had the giveaway open for 12 days exactly. In those 12 days, I gained like 120 followers, which it might sound little for y'all, but like, I went into the hair giveaway with 173 followers, and I left the hair giveaway with like 300 followers. Like, I damn near doubled my subscriber count in 12 days. Like, it took me freaking 3 months to get the first 172, and I got basically doubled like that same amount in 12 days. So if you can afford it, please do some type of hair giveaway, especially if the rules are for people to follow you, for people to tag their friends. Like, people are then going to come to your page. So I feel like that is very important when starting your business. So I did that giveaway, and like I said, I was getting exposure. People were ordering, and turn around February 13th, I placed my second, well, this would be my third wholesale order. So my first one was December 31st. My second one was January 31st. And then my third one was February 13th. So I went from them being a month away to 2 weeks away. And this one was for 21 pieces. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all, at this point, I haven't even received the hair to sell all of the hair yet, but I will say of the 21 pieces, about 8 of them are already accounted for. And I'm saying this to show you that you really don't have to have a lot of money to be successful. If you use the tools that are available to you, and you have a passion for it, and you are hungry for it, like, it will work out for you. I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire overnight, but you can be successful. Like, you just have to want it really badly. And for me, I was broke, so I had to want it because I had no other way of really getting money. My only way to get money was to make some damn wigs, honestly. So if you approach it with that mentality, you will be a-okay. Like, do not worry about the next person. There are enough women in this world, there are enough men in this world, there are enough people in this world in general that wear hair and wear wigs or wear lashes or want their makeup done or anything that you can eat. So like, don't be afraid of the competition. So yes, it is 100% possible to start a business with no money, to start a business with no following, to start a business without being a hair, especially hair business, without being a hairstylist. Like, you can start a business without even being in the hair industry. The biggest tools, like I said, are using Instagram or any social media platform and word of mouth, because I have a few customers that have ordered from me multiple times because of the services that I provide and the quality of the products. You cannot expect to have piss poor products, especially in the beginning, and be successful. So just make sure that your customer service is up to par. Make sure you're providing them with great products, and make sure you're putting yourself out there as much as possible, and you will be successful. Okay, so now I'm transitioning to like packaging and just like your whole presentation when you're starting out as a business. So when I first started, I was pretty much always doing orders for girls like that went to Howard. So I wasn't really mailing orders out for like the first 3 months. Like, I didn't mail out my first order until, I want to say, like December. So at this point, I'm really just using like gift bags. So I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, when I like first started, whatever the girls would bring me their hair in is what I would give it back to them. And then eventually, mind you, like I said, when I started, I was broke. My account was damn near negative, so I really didn't have money to be spending on extra stuff. But once a few orders started coming in and I had a little bit of money, I would go to the dollar store and I would get like the little multi-pack things for $1, and I would get the tissue paper, and that's how I would put their hair in the bag. Like I would put the bundles at the bottom, put 2 pieces of tissue paper in the bag, and call it a day. And that's how everyone received their orders. But it wasn't consistent. Like I would go to the dollar store, I would always try to get either pink, white, or gold. But like, I don't know if y'all noticed, the dollar store always have random ass colors. Like they'll have white, they'll have this like brown color, they'll have red, and they'll have blue. So after, like, sometimes people would get a red bag, people would get a white bag. Sometimes I would go to Target and get a bag. Like, it would just be random stuff. Like, random. But, hey, the girls loved it. They thought it was cute. So, once I realized, you know, girls still like the little bags, I didn't have enough money. Like, even right now, I don't feel like I have enough money, nor do I have enough customers, nor is my logo solidified for me to order packaging with my logo on it, like wholesale. Like I'm not about to pay for 100 pieces and I don't even like that logo all the way. Like, no. So at this point, what I've done is I went to Five Below. I don't know if you guys have it in your city, but it's literally what it's called, Five Below. Everything in the store is $5 or below. And now I get these multi-packs. They have them all the time, so I'll buy like 3 packs at a time of these gifts. So I get these little gift bags. They're like white and gold. Some of them they're just like different patterns, just because like the colors of my company is it's like white, what's like cream, blush, gold, and gray. So I'll put their stuff in this, and then I'll take some blush tissue paper. I typically get the tissue paper from Target because they have like the best blush color to me. And I'll put their hair in there, put the blush tissue paper, and it looks very pretty. Like I've gotten a lot of compliments on these bags with that blush paper. Like girls really like it. It's different. It's not one solid color, and it goes with my company. So now I'm going to how I used to mail out orders. This is what your order used to come in. Nothing else. I did not do nothing special to this. What I would do was I would take your wig, or I would take your bundles, I would wrap them in a piece of tissue paper, and I would slide that tissue paper right inside of this envelope. Because I don't know if you guys know this, these envelopes, they're free. So you can go to your post office, and if the clerk is nice, you can just ask them for these and they'll give you some. Or you can go online to their website and you can order what you want. You can do like the bubble packs, you could do the boxes. I wasn't paying for no boxes. Like to ship this, they went up. It went from $6.70, I've noticed, to $7.35. Right. To ship. So everybody's stuff will go in this. And this was free packaging, because regardless of what you put it in, you still have to pay the $6 or $7.35. So I was like, why don't I just use their packaging? So I would use it that way. I wouldn't print shipping labels at my house because I didn't have no money for no ink. I didn't have no money for no special printing label. None of that. But now I've upgraded, and it's not even expensive, y'all. Like I really want to show y'all that you do not have to have money to do that. Now I use these rose gold bubble packs, and I love this color so much. Like it's so pretty. Like it's not hot pink and it's not like light pink. It really kind of gives me that like blush effect. So I use these bubble packs to mail people's things out in instead of the mailers. The mailers are a little bit bigger, but I just feel like between the two, like this looks a lot better and more professional, and I would be a lot happier to see this blush envelope than I would to see that post office envelope. So I use this, and I got these little boxes. So I actually have these mailers in this size, and I have them in a larger size. I don't have the larger size by me right now, but I have them in this size. And this size is pretty much for people that order bundles. And I got these plain little boxes from Amazon that open up. You'll see these like Chinese factories, they send their hair in this, and they'll just put the logo on the top. Like I said, I'm not satisfied with my logo yet, so I don't want to put my logo on anything yet. And the only thing I do is I put their bundles inside of this, or I put their wig inside of this, and I slide that bad boy in here like this. Close it. I will pop a shipping label on the front, and this is how you would get your package now. That simple. And I want to say for the 25 of the bubble mailers, I think it was 20 or 25. I paid like $25, and then for the boxes, I think I got 50 for $30 or $40. I may be under or overestimating it, but I'm gonna put the links in my description box. And now that's how I ship everybody's stuff. And it's just a way to remain uniform, in a way for people to kind of like get excited when they see your stuff. Like, I know us females, we are very much into how does something look, and like I said, seeing that blush package gets you more excited. So I just want to let you guys know that when you're starting out, you don't need to rush into things and order things in bulk, because you may not like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't go crazy buying everything with your logo on it. A lot of people change their logos multiple times, so you don't want to waste that money. So yeah, I mean, this pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, if you guys want to hear me speak on anything, please leave a comment below. Like I said before, being an entrepreneur is hard, so do not feel discouraged. Do not be afraid to pursue your dreams. I know that's something I was very afraid to do, to pursue, you know, the hair industry. With me being in school for pharmacy, I just thought it would look weird, and I thought people would like judge me. Like, why would you go to school for 6 years and get your doctorate, and now you want to sell hair? Like, everybody sells hair. You don't have to be educated to sell hair. So don't be afraid to go after your dreams, because at the end of the day, they're your dreams. Don't be afraid that the market is saturated. I always love the example of, like, look at the bread aisle or look at the water aisle. Like, there's opportunities for everyone in this world. The only thing you have to do is be persistent, be hungry, be humble, and, you know, provide quality service and quality products for your customers, and you will be successful. Even with no money, even being broke, you will be successful, because there's ways for you to do it. A person that I like to watch for a lot of these like tips and tricks is Ebony. I can't think of her exact YouTube name right now, but she tells you how to do all type of stuff, like making the little hang tags for your bundles using Vistaprint. She shows you how to shop at Dollar Tree to find your packaging. Like, she was a person that I really watched a lot to kind of get ideas. I didn't use necessarily everything that she did, but just to get general ideas. So thank you guys for watching this video.